Here, the rubia, black-eyed peas. You put it in a pot and you put 3 times water more than the peas themselves because they tend to expand 3 times as much. They tend to become more swollen, and therefore you need 3 times more water than the peas. After you put that amount of water, put it on a fire, let it boil. You let it boil. Once it gets to a boiling point, you let the fire on low, put the fire on low, and let it go for 5 minutes without touching it. After 5 minutes, you can turn off the fire and cover the pot, and leave it like that for 3 hours. This is the instruction of Rabbi. When you let it rest like this for 3 hours, what happens is those peas or those beans start swallowing and start getting larger, and now they become translucent and you can see what's in them. And since they are usually problematic with beetles that enter them, you need to see them. How would you see them? You'll see black spots within that bean. Not every black spot is a beetle, is a bug, because every black-eyed peas has that black eye, has that dot of black on the side. So you need to know to look out for another one besides that one that's naturally there. How do you check? The way you check it, Rabbi says, you take a bunch of them in your hand and you start looking. You have to spread it. You can take 10, 15, 20, as much as your hand can hold. You take that and you look for black spots. If everything looks clean, you take it and you flip it around like this. Once you flipped it around, you can see the other side. Over here already I spot a couple that could be problematic. Take a look at it and you see that there are brown spots here that shouldn't be there. That is naturally here, but those over here, this one, and here's another one, here's another one, here's another one, all those are not supposed to be there, and therefore those might be bugs. If one wants to make sure he has bugs over here, the way he'll take it is just open them, make a small hole and see what's under it. Is it an innocent black spot or there's something in it? Normally you can just remove those, and that's the way it's done. If it looks clean from both sides, you took it, both sides look clean, that's good. So that's the way you'll do it, and you can do many of them at once. You just put them in, take a look at one side, and you see, here we go. Here's more with black spots. Those black or brown spots are not supposed to be there, and those cause suspicion. Those actually beans did not yet completely enlarge from the water, and therefore also it doesn't have the greatest indication. Here's another one over here. So one needs to be at the lookout for those. Once you're done with this, you saw that your peas are clean without any black spots, you are good to go. Those are the dry beans. If you have fresh beans, all you need to do is check them right away just by looking at them. You don't need to boil them. You look at them and you see that they look clean and they look without any suspicion of any spots. They're good. What do you do with the leek? We have a leek over here. This leek that is being used at Rosh Hashana Simanim for Salki. The way you'll do it is, first of all, take off the roots. Once you took off the roots, you're left with the leaves over here and the chalk over here. Take that off as well. And we'll see how to clean each thing by itself. Once you took that off, you'll see that there's over here pipe within a pipe. The way you'll do it is slice them in half. They tend to have bugs within them. The way you'll check them is slice them to half. Now you have pipes look like leaves that are sliced in half. You take each one and you just wash it. Once you wash it, everything that's there would fall out. And you wash it under a stream of water. If you think there might be some dirt, just rub it with your fingers and that is clean. Same thing would be for the upper leaves. Upper leaves that tend to be more dirty. You also, what you need to do with these is soak them in water with soap for a few minutes, 3 to 5 minutes. Don't put it more than that, because if you do it for more than 3 to 5 minutes, you'll end up having taste of soap within that leek or any other vegetable. Therefore, that's as long as you'll keep them. You just open them, make sure they're open, and you'll check afterwards if everything's clean. If it looks clean after you soak them for 5 minutes, you wash them under the sink and make sure that none of the dirt would stay there, and that should be good enough. What do you do with the dates? We have dates over here. The way you'll treat dates is the following way. You take each date, you slice it in half, open it, take out the pit within, and the dates, since they have such a black-brown color, it's hard to see if there's any bugs in them. Many times you'll have some thrips in them, and you can't see them because of the color. So what you do is, you take a light box, or any light. You can prepare that before Rosh Hashanah, or look at the fluorescent or a good light. You put it on it, and you try to see. It's very now translucent, and therefore, if there's something in them, you'll be able to see them right away without any problems. After that, they're good to go. If one wants to store like this for Rosh Hashanah, you could do that beforehand and close it in a sealed box, and that would stay fresh.